Tiger, how's it going? Sorry about that. Yeah, no, we'll talk. Okay, sorry about that. This is Tiger Woods. Anyways, we're here.
You see me sleeping, I see you peeping. I got that herbal relaxer that leave you sleeping. I know you see me, I'm drinking green tea. I got that Japanese sencha, I know you feel me. The crowd is screaming tea time. Kiwi sencha green slime, brew it for the right time. Chamomile at night time. The crowd is screaming tea time. Cocoa Mountain sweet chai, brew it for the right time. Chamomile at night time. The crowd is jumping. Tea by Daniel's got the tea you like. Tea by Daniel's gonna brew it right. Because we know it's tea time. Tea time. Tea time. The crowd is jumping. The crowd is jumping. Tea time. Tea time. Don't wait for too long to try my oolong. I got that strawberry royal, bust get your fruit on. I got that black tea, I got that white tea. And I got mom's apple pie, that's why they like me. The crowd is screaming tea time. Kiwi sencha green slime, brew it for the right time. Chamomile at night time. The crowd is screaming tea time. Cocoa Mountain sweet chai, brew it for the right time. Chamomile at night time. The crowd is jumping. Tea by Daniel's got the tea you like. Tea by Daniel's gonna brew it right. The crowd is jumping. Because we know it's tea time. Tea time. Tea time. The crowd is jumping. Tea time. Tea time. The crowd is jumping.
Tea by Daniel is giving you something to jump about. Tea by Daniel's changing your outlook on tea. Revolutionary.
Welcome back to In Business. When we look at entrepreneurs entering the marketplace today, we find many are developing a specialty app. To have that business take off is very much like winning a lottery, considering the millions of apps that are available. I can say in the 5 years of interviewing entrepreneurs, I have not run across anyone who has dedicated a business idea to tea. Tea by Daniel is a unique business started by Daniel Lewis in 2011. We invited Daniel on the show so we could ask the question, how'd you get started? Welcome, Daniel. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much.
So what tea? Why?
For all the wonderful reasons. Tea is just, my goodness. Around 2010, I fell in love with tea personally. And I always thought, like many people, that tea was what you find in those tea bags.
Yes.
So far from the truth. I found out that it's garbage. That's just the dust of the tea industry. So I got into loose leaf teas.
Were you a tea drinker up until that point?
Well, tea bags, you know,
yeah.
because I thought that was tea. You know, but I wasn't into tea like crazy or into loose leaf teas or anything like that. But once introduced to it and I tasted different flavor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is real. Then I just plunged.
So loose leaf tea is the way to go.
Loose leaf tea is the way to go, definitely.
All right, so I've got my loose leaf tea and I throw it in my my cup.
You're making a good decision.
And throw the hot water in there.
Yes.
Now I've got to drink all those tea leaves. I'm not real happy.
That's the cool part. So loose leaf tea comes with a whole bunch of different cool accessories to brew loose leaf tea. Typically just a steeper, or you have a mesh tea bag, so it restrains the leaves and then gives you the infused tea.
Now, why is loose leaf tea? I mean, the stuff in the bag is still loose leaf deck. Come on. Why, when you take it, when you have it loose and you put it in a strainer, did you call it a strainer?
Tea-ball.
Put it in a strainer,
right.
Why does it make such a difference?
It makes a difference because the manufacturer, let's go all the way back to the manufacturers, when they get the actual tea leaf and they pick it, it's rolled up, withered, it goes through a process.
Mm-hmm.
During that process, there's dust and particles that are left, of course, and that's what people are putting into bags and giving to you. So the loose leaf, once it opens up, you're able to extract more flavor and more of the health benefits that it promises. And you can't really do that from the little fannings that they have. So.
Fannings. I'll remember that technical term. So what kind of teas are available now? I've seen them. I mean, my wife and my daughters are huge tea fans.
I'll have to talk to them.
We've got, I don't know, there has to be 20 or 30 different types of teas.
Yes.
I will confess they are in a bag, Daniel, so we will have to chat about this.
We're going to have to talk about that.
Where do some of the great teas come from?
So the main regions, everybody knows that some of the best tea comes from Sri Lanka, often called Ceylon tea. Japan definitely has some of the best green tea, often called sencha. And South Africa, they have a tea called rooibos, also known as red tea, and it's becoming really popular. I would say those are my personal 3 favorites. Japan, South Africa, and...
Now, you're obviously very passionate about what you do.
Yes.
How do you market a tea business?
Yes.
Because you're stacked up against some of the behemoths in the beverage industry.
Yeah.
How does a small entrepreneur starting out on his own battle into that marketplace?
Very good question, first off. I find that coming into the tea industry, kind of on the rebel side of things, I like to say the rebel side of things, is tea is a very traditional beverage because it's been enjoyed for thousands of years. And there's a culture to it, there's ceremonies that it comes with. I kind of took the approach of making it modern, fun, cool, and a lot of the marketing that comes from me. So when you kind of associate such an old beverage with kind of some new energy, some new, fun, fashionable teas and names and stuff like that, it makes it a lot more enjoyable.
So what have you done? What kind of cool names have you come up for tea?
Cottage Night, Strawberry Balloon.
What's Cottage Night?
Cottage Night is our most popular herbal blend of almonds, apple pieces, cinnamon, and red beets. And I think the way we sell it makes it really exciting. We say, escape from the boyfriends and girlfriends, get a good novel, and escape to the cottage and have a sip of that. So,
and you don't even have to leave your living room.
Exactly. So,
and what are some of the other creative ideas and names that you've come up with?
We've come up with, we just came up with a new blend, and people are loving it. It's called Jamaican Me Crazy. For all those reasons.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I happen to be a great mascot because my background is Jamaican. But it's a coconut-flavored green tea, and people just love it. They just, Jamaican Me Crazy, that's something we say every day, and I find when you tap into what people are used to doing every day and saying every day, it makes it a lot more appealing.
So other than the part of you that's Jamaican, is there anything else that's Jamaican, that comes from Jamaica that's in the tea?
In the tea, no. People just associate coconuts with Jamaica. So I said, okay, I'll take it. Why not? Yeah.
Okay. And where are you selling it? Do you sell it online? Do you have some distribution?
So we're an online company mainly. When we just started out, we said, let's test it by not acquiring all the overhead that comes with the retail location. So we went online, teabydaniel.com. Then we also tried getting our teas into a few cafes, in the local Brampton area.
Yep.
And a couple retail outlets as well. And it did pretty good, but now we're looking to get a retail location to establish ourselves.
You're talking about mainstream grocery stores now?
No, we actually want our own, like a cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of
going retail.
Yeah, we're thinking to do that.
So now you're going to battle the Timmy's and the Starbucks of the world.
Yes, we are. We're coming for you wherever you are.
So tell me, what's the vision for the store?
The vision is a cool, modern place. When you go to a lot of tea places, they're really dark, and it's to help enhance the kind of zen of tea. We want a really bright, fashionable place. People come in, pull out your laptops. A lot of teens and young adults are into that, and study, and just a place that's really, really inviting and fashionable. I like to think that tea is really fashionable, and that's what I put on my pink blazer today, so to kind of represent it that way.
Now, you're not going to have that zen-like music going in the background? What are you going to have in the music background?
Well, I made a song. Tea for you and me. I'm just joking. We're going to have some nice upbeat music. We're thinking sometimes to do some classical music for a more relaxed vibe, and just jazz, acoustic, just music that people could just really vibe to.
So a lot of the indie type of music?
A lot of indie music, yeah.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. So where do you see yourself in 3, 4, 5 years as far as opening up these outlets? Are you going to be on every corner or along with all the other big
That would be great. That would be great, wouldn't it? I would love to just really just open one store and really work it. I want to work one store. I think if we could really establish the vision of that store, it would be a place that people would travel, you know, a little distance to come and experience Tea by Daniel. And as we establish ourselves through that, then I can go channel into, you know, being on every corner next to the sign with the green white letters. I won't say it. Yeah.
When you've been creating this, and
Yeah.
I know that in the bio and the history that you provided,
Yeah.
you got to a January
Yes.
after the big rush,
Yes.
and you were a little depressed.
Oh, yeah.
How did you power through that?
Oh my goodness, the January I like to look at as the month of just getting re-inspired, getting yourself out there in self-development month. Because
But how do you do that? Because entrepreneurs go through this all the time.
Right.
You know, they experience euphoria, which you did in
Yes.
December, where all the sales were,
Yeah.
and then they experience that down slope.
Yeah.
And how did you get yourself through it? How do you power through it?
I started attending networking events, and networking events can be key when you're really looking, you know, who do I need to meet? What do I need to do? Who can I be inspired by? So I got out there, started attending the local networking events, and that was part of it. It really inspired me. I started to see, you know, okay, there's an opportunity here and there, and I also, it's a lot of self-reflection time, looking back at the busy time and saying, what were we doing right, and what can we get ready to do again, and even better, the next time the rush comes around. So, you know, the blueprint and getting yourself out there meeting people, definitely.
What's your biggest accomplishment today?
My biggest accomplishment was starting a business called Tea by Daniel. Yeah. No, my biggest accomplishment was really just, actually we were Business of the Month in Brampton last October. And I would say I was pretty excited when I got that phone call, for sure.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. And how long is it going to be before you open your first store?
No promises, knock on leather, but we are hoping for 2014 that we could be have our first store open. That's the plan.
Excellent. Have you got a location picked out?
Well, because we love Brampton,
Maybe
we're
someplace
thinking
local?
Brampton, we're really thinking Brampton, but then, you know, you really got to do your homework and see where's the traffic going to be, and, you know, but I love you, Brampton, I hope you'll support it.
And where would you put it? Would you put it in the Four Corners? Where,
I'm thinking, yeah, right in the Four
downtown?
Corners, mainstreams. Yeah, I don't want to be tucked away because the vision I have for the store, I really see it being somewhere that people are walking by every day. I think that's every entrepreneur's dream, but
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thanks very much for coming in, Daniel.
Yes.
Building a tea business, one tea leaf at a time.
Yeah.
Just
Is jumping.